This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen-Lee. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Obiena takes the win at the Taiwan Championship despite foggy conditions. GlobalPort stays in the hunt with a 10-7 win over BTA in the US Open Polo tournament. The Senate commends Eala for her historic Miami Open performance. Stallion gallops to commanding victory over UST in the PFF Women's League. In Major League Baseball, Glasnow leads Dodgers to 6-0 start with strong debut performance. In the NBA, the Lakers edged the Rockets 104-98 with Finney Smith and Vincent's 6 three-pointers. While the Brooklyn Nets rally past the Dallas Mavericks for a 113-109 victory. And we learn more about the Racket Nation Tennis Clinic with Erika Kristensen-Lee. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 1st of April. Now here's our roundup.
Filipino pole vault champion Ernest John or EJ Obiena soared to victory at the Taiwan International Pole Vault Championships held at Sun Moon Lake in Taiwan. Now, despite the challenging foggy conditions, Obiena cleared 5.50 meters on his third attempt to secure the top spot. He was joined by fellow Filipinos Joquet de los Santos and Francis Allen Silar on the men's side and Maria Crizi Clarice Ruzol and Jessa Marie Libres in the women's division. De los Santos cleared a 5.15 m, Silar jumped a 3.91 m, Ruzol and Libres both cleared at 3.40 m. The Asian record holder with a 6-meter clearance, Obiena, reflected on his unexpected experience of jumping through the fog, saying that he has encountered fog warnings at airports with very little visibility. But the Taiwan experience was his first ever fog warning mid-competition. The world number 4, Obiena, said he decided to place his fate in God's hands with just 10 meters of visibility. Obiena also discussed the importance of pushing through adversity earlier this month. Obiena confirmed he would not compete in the World Indoor Championships in Nanjing due to the lack of qualifying competitions and points. Instead, he will focus on preparing for the outdoor season, and this win in Taiwan is a great start.
GlobalPort bounced back in the US Open Polo Championship with a 10-7 victory over BTA at the National Polo Center, keeping their quarterfinal hopes alive in the Gauntlet of Polo series. Castagnola, the Argentinian star who is one of the top goal scorers of Polo's winter season in Florida, led GlobalPort scoring with 6 goals, including a crucial performance in the final chukker. Nico Escobar, substituting for Lucas Diaz Alberdi, added 3 goals, and 18-year-old phenom Beltran Lolhe contributed 1. Romero anchored a solid defense that stopped BTA's offensive efforts. GlobalPort took an early 2-0 lead in the first chukker and maintained their advantage with a 5-3 lead at halftime. However, BTA fought back with 10-goaler Tomas Panelo and 5-goaler Steve Kruger keeping the game close, but GlobalPort's defense held strong. In the final chukker, Castagnola scored a penalty and a striking goal to extend GlobalPort's lead to 9-7. A final penalty conversion sealed the 10-7 victory. This win marks GlobalPort's second over BTA in the Gauntlet Series, having also defeated them 14-8 in the USPA Gold Cup earlier this season. GlobalPort now faces Park Place on Saturday, and a victory could secure a quarterfinal berth.
The Philippine Senate has filed a resolution honoring Filipina tennis sensation Alex Eala or her remarkable semifinal run at the 2025 Miami Open. Senate Resolution number 13300, filed by Senator Joel Villanueva on March 25, recognizes Eala's outstanding achievement, saying that it serves as an inspiration to young athletes all across the country and proves that with hard work and perseverance, Filipinos can compete and triumph on the international and world stage. Eala entered the Miami Open as a wild card, ranked 140th by the Women's Tennis Association, but her impressive performance included victories over several higher-ranked and accomplished players, including, of course, 3 Grand Slam winners. Now, despite the semifinal loss, Eala's performance propelled her to a career-high WTA ranking of number 75, making her the highest-ranked Filipina singles player in tennis history and the first to break into the WTA Top 100. This is not the first time the Senate has recognized Eala's achievements, though, because back in November 2022, a resolution was adopted commending her for becoming the first Filipino to win a tennis Grand Slam singles title at the US Open. Eala's success at the Miami Open has also garnered praise from President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., who hailed her as the tennis world's newest star and acknowledged her historic run. Eala's breakthrough performance at the Miami Open not only marks a significant milestone in her career, but also serves as a beacon of hope and pride for the whole Philippines, demonstrating the country's growing presence in the international tennis arena.
Stallion Laguna proved their dominance with a resounding 6-0 win over the University of Santo Tomas in the 2025 PFF Women's League, showcasing impressive skill and strategy. Team captain Chandler McDaniel led the charge, finding the back of the net in the 7th and 20th minutes. Her sister, Kayla McDaniel, added to the onslaught with goals in the 26th and 67th minutes, while Sierra Castles and Pauline San Buenaventura sealed the deal in the 42nd and 82nd minutes, respectively. The win places Stallion at the top of the leaderboard with 6 points from 2 matches, sharing the spot with rival Kaya Iloilo, who also secured a victory in their season debut. Now, despite the defeat, UST remained focused on their long-term goals and will focus more in finding their best positions and growing as a team, according to UST defender Erika. In another fixture, Kaya Iloilo dominated Capital One Solar Strikers with a 3-0 victory. With the league underway, both Stallion and Kaya look to maintain their winning form in upcoming matches.
Moving on to baseball, Tyler Glasnow turned in a dominant performance on the mound in his season debut, leading the Dodgers to a 6-1 win over the Braves during the series opener at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers remain undefeated at 6-0, matching their best start since moving to Los Angeles back in 1958. This is only the second time the team has opened a season with 6 straight wins, the last being in 1981 when they went on to win the World Series. Glasnow struck out 8 Braves batters and didn't allow a hit until the 5th inning. He walked 3 and gave up just 2 singles in a stellar first start since August 2023. Despite the struggles with injuries in the past, Glasnow had a strong 2023 campaign with a 3.49 ERA over 22 starts. Now this season, he's made adjustments to his training and delivery to stay healthy. With the Dodgers aiming to defend their World Series title, Glasnow's performance could be key in helping them achieve back-to-back championships.
In the NBA, Luka Doncic put up 20 points and 9 assists, while Gabe Vincent added 20 points on 6 three-pointers as the Los Angeles Lakers topped the Houston Rockets 104-98. LeBron James finished with 16 points and 8 rebounds, helping the Lakers maintain their stronghold on 4th place in the Western Conference. Dorian Finney-Smith had a season-high 20 points and dropped 6 three-pointers, sending second-placed Houston to only its second loss in 14 games. With 11.1 seconds left, James hit 2 free throws to put the Lakers up 102-98, then went full throttle to block Alperen Sengun's layup. Dylan Brooks missed a 3-pointer to seal the Lakers' 29th home win of the season. Amen Thompson scored 20 points and Brooks added 16 for the Rockets, who had won 3 straight. Neither team led by more than 8 points all night, but the Lakers held a slim lead for the final 17 minutes of action.
Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets pulled off a dramatic comeback to beat the Dallas Mavericks 113-109 despite the absence of Cam Johnson due to a lower back concussion. D'Angelo Russell led the Nets with 18 points and 11 assists, hitting 4 3-pointers, while rookie Drew Timme contributed 9 points and a block on Anthony Davis. Tyrese Martin added 11 points, and Maxwell Lewis and Derek Whitehead each chipped in 8. The Mavericks dominated the paint with 56 paint points, but Brooklyn stayed in the game with 20 of 51 shooting from beyond the arc. Despite a 94-84 deficit in the fourth quarter, Brooklyn's defense clamped down in the final minutes, with Nick Claxton making key plays on both ends with the game on the line. Keon Johnson led the Nets with 24 points, and after a blocked shot and a late game-winner attempt from Klay Thompson, Jalen Wilson sealed the win with 2 free throws, giving Brooklyn a resilient victory. Now, here are the other results from around the NBA.
And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you know the front kick, or an shaggy, in Taekwondo is one of the most basic yet effective techniques? The an shaggy is a front kick that involves a quick lift of the knee, followed by a straightened leg that strikes the target with the ball of the foot. This technique is famous for its speed and precision and is often used to create distance or land a clean hit on the opponent's chest or head. The anshagi is not only a sign of power, but also a demonstration of control and timing. It's a fundamental part of Taekwondo that every practitioner learns early in their journey, making it a key skill that can turn the tide in a match.
Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. Bong Hawkins was never the flashiest player on the court, but his impact was undeniable. A no-nonsense force for the dynastic Alaska Milkmen of the 90s, he built a career on quiet excellence. Yet, his omission from the Philippine Basketball Association's 40 greatest players list a decade ago sparked much discussion. Hawkins, a 10-time PBA champion who helped lead Alaska to 9 titles, including, of course, a historic Triple Crown sweep back in 1996, has long been considered a pillar of the PBA success. He is also a Finals MVP, BPC awardee, and multiple-time All-Star. Like Hawkins, Jeff Carriazo was a core player of Alaska's dynasty and an elite PBA talent in his own right. With 7 All-Star selections, 3 All-Defensive nods, and 8 championships, Carriazo has had a long-lasting impact on the league itself. The PBA is set to announce the next 10 names to add to its 50 greatest players list in celebration of the league's 50th anniversary this April. The selection panel includes 3 former MVPs alongside other basketball legends and media professionals. This expansion follows the previously announced 25 greatest players in 2000 and 40 greatest players in 2015. Now, could Hawkins and Carriazo, both major contributors to the league's success, finally be recognized with a place in PBA history? Stay tuned to find out.
And that's our roundup for tonight, the 1st of April. Up next, learn more about the Racket Nation Tennis Clinic with Erika Kristensen-Lee. So watch out for that when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. With Alex Eala's Cinderella run in the recent Miami Open, she has definitely put the spotlight on the sport of tennis. So, if you are thinking about hitting the lawn, join Erika Kristensen-Lee in the Racket Nation. Check this out.
Hi Hi tennis lovers, I'm here at Palms Country Club, Alabang to witness the first ever Queen's Court organized by Racket Nation. Now as a tennis player myself, I am so excited to witness the two amazing matches we have for this afternoon, after which I am diving right into a tennis clinic where I will be playing again, back playing for tennis after 3 months of a hiatus. So yeah, come with me through this journey. As the competition heats up, we're about to witness the clash of two powerful doubles teams, each battling for the chance to advance to the championship game happening in just a few months. Only two teams will emerge victorious here, securing their place to face off in that high-stakes showdown. In the end, though, it was Bianca Casten and Kai Peña and Marian Cappadocia and Andrea Nava who came out victorious and will be facing each other in the championships. So today we are joined by the winners of the undercard game, aka the first game here at the Queen's Court tournament, Bianca and Kai. Welcome to the Scorecard. Congratulations on winning your first game here at Queen's Court. Kamusta naman yung feeling? How does it feel winning the first game? What makes you guys, by the way, contenders for the championship game a few months from now?
Because our Ralph is our friend and also our teammate in West Grove. So he reached out to us and sabi niya if available daw ba kami on this date, and we immediately said yes, and we really got excited because there's a lot of events coming up and we're so excited, and we're going against Matthew is also our friend, and Tita Eala as well. So yeah.
Ikaw naman, Kai, kamusta naman yung feeling na nanalo kayo ng first game?
Yeah, actually, after ng game, excited, happy kasi syempre, Mafi is a very good player. So, at least pinaghandaan din talaga namin tong event na inano kami ni Sir Ralph to play against Mafi and Ma'am Eala.
How is it, guys? Congratulations. How is it being the winner of today's main event for the Queen's Court?
Well, very happy of course, and very tiring because I've been practicing for this whole week. So I was very tired.
Well, it's time for you to rest. In a couple of months, yung championship game niya na. Ikaw naman, Marian, kamusta naman yung feeling na pagkapanalo niyo today?
I had so much fun kasi I didn't play for like 2 months na of tennis. So parang it's really good to be back, but then I still have injuries kasi. So it's just like I'm happy to be back on court.
Oo nga daw, ang kinuwento sa akin ni Ralph is you have an injury by your hip area, tama ba?
Yes.
So how are you still able to play? Grabe, halimaw talaga to si Marian sa court kahit na may injury.
Kasi whenever I step on the court, I don't mind na may injury ako or anything. Basta pag sa court ako, if I step on the court, it means I'm ready. So
wow, and ready you were. Okay, so how are you guys able to gravitate towards each other? Like, what made you guys play together in this doubles game?
This is a random pick lang naman.
Random pick? Yeah. Okay, so since it's a random pick, did you guys ever train together? Or ang ganda ng chemistry niyo on court eh.
No, kanina lang.
Kanina lang! Oh my gosh, but I feel like Marian here is such a natural on court na it's really easy to kind of be cohesive with her.
Kaya niya. Kaya niya yung singles, yung doubles.
Okay, so physically naman, how are you guys able to train apart? Ikaw, Andrea.
Ako, like what I said, I've been practicing siguro straight 7 days. Kasi usually nag-rest ako ng 2 days, but I practiced like for 7 days straight. Just to prepare for this tournament.
Ikaw naman, Marian, because you mentioned kanina that you've stopped tennis for 2 months, tama ba? So, did you train for this tournament?
not at all. No gym, no running, no tennis, no paddle. So not at all.
Because of your injury?
Yeah, kasi the doctor
Grabe.
says na I have to stop for 2 months.
Okay.
Rest lang talaga. So yeah.
Hindi ka ba natakot today?
No, basta hawak ko yung raketa, wala talaga.
Wala
Like,
talaga.
I'm ready when...
Yan talaga yung isang Pilipinong atleta, no? Alright, well again, congratulations guys. And my last question for you is, how are you guys, what are the aspects of your game that you guys are willing to improve coming into the championship game a few months from now?
Ako siguro, I would like to improve more on my volleys and serve. Yeah, that's what I will work on.
And do you feel like that's gonna complement how Marian plays?
I think so.
You think so? Marian, tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations, guys.
After these intense doubles matches, they open the doors for a free tennis clinic where everyone is invited to join in. Whether you're a seasoned player or someone who's just getting started, this is the chance to learn from the very best in the Philippines. We have some of the most accomplished coaches in the country's tennis scene on hand, ready to share their expertise and take our game to the next level. So whether you're looking to sharpen your technique, improve your serves, or simply have fun and meet fellow tennis enthusiasts, this clinic has something for everyone.
I'm so tired, you guys. The tennis clinic this afternoon is finally finished and I survived after a couple of months of pausing tennis. I am back again, and this community organized by Racket Nation, they're just so warm, they're so welcoming, everybody is so kind, and I just can't wait for the next couple of months for what they are going to come up for the next couple of months. And yeah, I had so much fun today. Thanks for coming with me until our next tennis episode. Mwah.
Stay tuned for the Queen's Court Championship game happening very soon by Racket Nation.
When the scorecard returns, we will address the holes in the Lakers roster so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. All right, this is all for the Laker fans who are watching right now, because let's be real. This season has been a roller coaster. Injuries, inconsistencies, and the usual LeBron is defying time narrative. But with the playoffs looming, we need to talk about what happens next, because let's face it, this roster still has a lot of holes, and if the Lakers want to be a serious contender in 2025, then they need to address them. Is this guy the answer? Clint Capella should be at the top of their shopping list? Is that what that means? Look. The Lakers front court is hanging on by a thread. Capella is exactly the kind of guy who helps solve that problem. He's a legitimate rim protector, a rock-solid rebounder, and a high IQ veteran who knows how to play his role. He's been the defensive anchor for the Hawks, and before that, the Rockets. And he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner for a playmaker like Luka Doncic. Now, here's where things get tricky. Capella's contract isn't cheap. He was on the books for $22.3 million this season, and he's not taking a veteran minimum deal. He'll likely command at least the taxpayer mid-level exception around $12 million per year, possibly more. The Lakers have to be smart with this, with their cap space, and adding Capella means figuring out what happens with Jackson Hayes, Dorian Finney-Smith, and a few other moving pieces. But guess what? This is exactly the type of move you make if you're trying to maximize a championship window. The Lakers already have their offensive juggernaut with LeBron and Luka. They need somebody, though, who will do the dirty work, and Capella is a walking double-double. And when healthy, he gives the Lakers a physical presence inside that they don't currently have. Look, there is no perfect move. The Lakers need more shooting. They'll have to get creative with their bench, but adding this guy, Clint Capella, puts them in a much better position to compete with teams like Denver and Oklahoma City in a playoff series. LeBron isn't getting any younger. Luka, he's in his prime. And Austin Reeves is blossoming into a legit third option. If the Lakers are serious about hanging another banner at Crypto.com Arena, this is the kind of move that turns them from contenders to favorites. So, Mr. Rob Pelinka, JJ Redick, Coach, make the call. This one's easy. Now, let's keep an eye and stay ahead of the game with a full lineup, or the full lineup, of NBA matchups tomorrow. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Now, Now, before we go, think on this. From an American clergyman and author, best known for the power of positive thinking, Norman Vincent Peale once said, "Change your thoughts and you change your world." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business.
And business is our sport right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erika. Kristensen-Lee. Have a good evening, everyone.
Good night.